Well, good afternoon. How are we doing today? Now, have it this way. I'd like you to listen. Please, I pray to God people listen because sometimes they just hear what they want to hear. Now, if you want, I can get to the millionaire. Now, I've only had 30 billionaires in 49 years, but I have 33 millionaire clients. So I've actually analyzed about 50 million people. If you let me do my job and you do what I tell you to do, I can get you there. I believe your way so far sucks. Oh, is that too to the point? See, the reality is everybody wants to get the American dream. Live on the hill, drive the car of your dreams. If they sue you, they get diddly squat. That's what the American dream should be. Protecting your assets. Now, I like $100 million buildings. I like $1 million Lamborghinis. I like the fact I can help people. I like the word auto income that I created it as a kid. Let's write down auto income. Credit, they gave me that nickname on KNX radio years ago. Been on that station about 49 years. So we're going to have some fun. Now, first of all, we're going to say do not take pictures or record. No pictures, no record. Simple. Now, I'm going to break that a little bit when I say take a picture of certain pages. So the goal is to put things here. Is it easy? No. I wish to God things were easy. I do. I wish I could. Where's my magic wand? Let me go find it. Bing, bing, bing. I don't have one. Mine's broken. Simple. There's no such thing as a magic wand. Is it easy? No. There's me in 1981. Highest kick, fastest kick on planet Earth at the time. Every time I hear someone say, white man can't jump, what are you freaking talking about? You know what you're talking about. See, people talk out their, what's ears all the time. I was kicking the door jam when I was 10 years old. Kicking the basketball hoop literally when I was 14 and a half at Tewico Junior High. The registered newspaper took a picture. They said, white boys do jump. Simple. So let's have some fun. Now let's understand something today. All right. You want goodies, right? These are some goodies I obtained. Would you like some goodies for you? I like goodies. See, not having a real mommy and a daddy the way I needed it, never felt I belonged, got used and abused as a kid, son, sucks. So every time I got a goodie, I could feel good. Hey, I was proud of myself. I know nobody ever said they were proud of me. Nobody to encourage me, nobody to help me. So I like goodies. Now I'm going to ask you, take out your picture, take out your cell phone, and I want you to take a picture of a couple things. Let's say you were willing to fight through the hell. Okay, literally fight, get knocked down 1,000 friggin' times and get back up again and again. I'd put you in basically one of these. I have private classes that I do all the time for people. And what happens is usually they have 3 to 5 million, 7 to 10 million dollars of credit already built in. And what happens is what people do is they do silly things. I don't understand. I never wanted to run a business. I always wanted to be the bank. That was just me. So this is positioning for certain clients right now, from car washes to apartment complexes, laundromats, storage units, dry cleaners, and hotels. See, as we look at this, what we get to do is play the game to win. And that's what I wrote in my first series. First book's 40 years. So some people in coaching, I line them up for these all the time. Now I'll line you up and help you get through the process, the escrow, find your location, broker's list. Sometimes I'll even do it for you and hand you the keys. There's different ways to play the game to win. It depends on what you want, because every one of you is a little different. Now, I told you to turn that tab in a pin, tab it sideways. I want you to relate to something, okay? It doesn't matter what city or state you live in. You will notice banks like Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, U.S. Bank have shut down locations, shut them down, debt. See, they signed a 100-year lease. They wiped out the debt, took the assets and the money, and wrote it off in their taxes. Isn't that nice? So they won the game of business. Cities and states, okay. Now, on the other side, I want you to write down this for you. I believe you need 3 chances to try. Okay, sometimes we got to try, 3 chances to try. I'd like you to write down 3 divisions of me. Exactly, 3 divisions of me, because when you write down me, it means you. Got it? Now, here's what happens. All kinds of things as well. So I give myself more chances to try the way it was set up in the first place. So if we look at Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo Bank, and U.S. Bank, they're shutting down thousands of more locations per end of the year. We look at Sam's Club and Geico. All right, we look at basically cities. You see, what you have to understand, the way it was set up, please listen. Okay, this is the problem, getting you to listen to following sheep and ducks. The United States of America Incorporated, cities are corporations as well. A city pledges its assets to the state, corp to corp, subsidiary. Got it? The other thing is, guess what the city gets to do? They planned the oh shit day when they invented a Chapter 9 bankruptcy for cities. By the way, they have their own special bankruptcy in front of you and basically have no debt at all. You bankrupt you bring the pain home to you and your family. Kind of sucks. So what do we get to do? So the city pledges their assets to the state, federal government. They leverage everything so in case they get what? Too much debt, they get to wipe it out. So let's understand today if we can learn to play the game. Not easy. You got to stop bringing the pain home. You got to reprogram your brain to CFO level, Chief Financial Officer. It's not easy. Okay, so the reality is very simple. Reprogram your brain, your thought pattern, what I had to do for me as a little kid. So let's understand. I'm going to ask you to please start tearing apart things, look behind the curtain. And when you hear no, I want you to tear it apart even more. People who say no because they don't really know how to do something. So we're going to teach you how to look behind the curtain. Is that okay? All right, that way you can get to where you want to go. Now we're going to get knocked down 1,000 times. We're going to win 10. Then we're going to get up again and again. Okay. So I want you to write down the blueprint of success. I trademarked it at 12 and a half years old, by the way. The next thing, it was called See It, Believe It, Go Get It. So it's like when I help you and you want to partner up with me, we can do that too. Is it easy? No. So the goal is like to repackage you like Humpty Dumpty. I think I have to reprogram you. I think I get to suck out the stupidness and do some good stuff. Did I say that aloud? Sorry. So in other words, it gets rid of this crap up here. See, if we understand, we can get to where we want to go. It's called past, present, and future. Okay, we all done stupid things. So would you like to be a millionaire? It's pretty simple. Is it easy? Hell no. That's one of my 3 yachts. There's one of my $5 million mansions. There's a $100 million building, $1 million Lamborghini. I got goodies. But no, I don't. You see, I never did anything after me. I learned as a kid, they kept stealing my shit. So I want you to do one thing. Do you want to be a millionaire corporation? The answer is yes. So write it down. There's a big difference how you receive money. Foundation's the key. Is it easy? No. Foundation is to that. May sue or be sued. I kind of screwed up that. Let's understand something. The first corporation I was part of was Helping Hand Industries. I sent away $10, $10. You got $30 today? You get a nonprofit corporation filed right away. You got $100, same thing. See, I've been giving corporations for free for 40 some odd years. See, you pay thousands of dollars for a piece of paper, attorney, CPA, and corporate service. You don't learn diddly squat. And then you're caught with your pants down. It kind of sucks. If we understand they're free and you pay a filing fee. Now, the weird thing that happened when I did this, I was 9.5. That's right. We got $100,000 of credit cards in the mail. It's ridiculous. Damn, what happened? People got credit cards in the mail in the late 80s and 90s all the time without applying for credit. That's kind of fun. Now, I got named in the movie Dave as well. Okay. Now, here's where I screwed up. And this is where you can learn from my stupidity. And I can say I did stupid too. I followed stupid until I learned one thing. They're all stupid. I don't like the way they want to do it. When I was a kid, I thought the grown-ups were just stupid. When I grew up, I realized they were stupid. You see, I used the word Braille when I started the Orange County Blind Center. It was owned by the Braille Institution. I got my assets kicked. I'm 12 and a half being pulled in court. Never bring the pain home. I had to master trade names and trademarks and copyrights. Okay. Now, let's talk about the big lie. The big lie. You have a corporation, most of you. Goody. You're basically probably 40 to 70 years old anyway, and you're kind of a little disappointed. Now, here's the thing. You're going to be told a corporation protects you. Then you call one of my call centers. I got an LLC. I don't have a corporation. Makes it sound stupid, by the way. Corporation is, or LLC is a corporation. No matter what you have, LLC, C Corp, turn it to S. No taxes due till we're profitable. 3 to 5 million back. So almost no tax at all. Problem you got is you. Every time you sign something on the behalf of the corporation, it makes you a duck and a sheep. See, you might as well walk around and go, bah, quack, 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 quack. You pierce your own damn veil. You do it all the time. You sign for a car. All right, corporation fails, you guaranteed it. You're the duck and sheep. You sign for a lease of a building, a duck and sheep. Oh, you turn around here and you sign for the credit card too. Guess what? Who's the duck and sheep? You. So we got to learn to play. Now, I created something called division process back in 85, 86. I had a problem. I didn't want to pay franchise tax fee for every entity I did. And that's what I did. You don't have to do it at all. So that was nice. So a division, listen carefully. And this goes back to when I was working with Ken Yarborough. He was security chief at TUW in Spirit. We wrote a book called File Segregation. I didn't like it after it was done. I said, Ken, I don't like this. And he said, Ray, yours takes 90 days. I don't care if it takes 90 friggin' days. See, the IRS allows me to get a tax ID. So if I can file it and do it right under the corporation, legal person, and get a tax ID, how much legitimate can it be? That was the goal. I don't care if it takes 90 days. It takes an average person to screw up every day they do things. See, most people screw up and spend $50 every other day. Now, here's something I want you to think about. Profit and nonprofit corporations working in conjunction. That's what I think you should partner up with. Come January, they're going to be giving over $10 billion away. See, there's a porthole in all states as well, and that's important. So if we look at the money they're going to give away, we have a profit and nonprofit, we can work in conjunction. So that means, why don't we get a piece of the action? When you file the corporation this year, come January, it's on its second year. Next, all right, grant money. If you get the 501c3 exemption now, next year you're qualifying to get in some grant money. Would it be okay to do that, or you have to wait another year? It's up to you. I don't control time. So let's talk about a nonprofit corporation just for a moment here, okay? Nonprofit. All right, articles of corporation, no problem. Here's the problem with an article of corporation. Let's say $30 to file the thing. Now you have it. What do you do with it? Well, the reality is a corporation only needs 2 years to get credit line. So what do we look at? Officers list, tax ID. Now we need 3 divisions always because we have basic functions. All right, helping hand. We had the Orange County Blind Center. We had Teach Our Children Became Dare and other things we were doing. So the parent company should be neutral and never say what it does. When it says what it does, all it can do is what it says it does. And you don't name it after you. It'd be kind of dumb too. Division process. Nonprofit. Here's the thing. A nonprofit 501c3 exemption, so 501c3, public benefit, their average cost is about 15 grand. Somebody's going to do it for you. If you go to my workshop that I do every 8 weeks, I can teach you how to get your own exemption. So you don't have to spend 15,000 if you want to. But if you want to spend 15,000, go ahead and do it. Now, the office charges $39.99 for this. I give it away for $24.99. All those goodies. Now, during a webinar like now, all right, I give you an extra discount of $19.99 if it was done today. But it's up to you. Put it off, pay a little bit more money. Do it now. Guess what you get to do? Zell. So let's understand the nonprofit class I have every 8 weeks in rotation. So now you got me holding your hand. That's why I established the Ray Reynolds University years ago too. Kind of fun. So let's understand. Today's date, write it down. I'm a person that wants to see movement. I want to see steps, rules, and tools, and I want to see things accomplish goals. Again, 1,000 times knock down 10, you get ahead of the game and win. So if we look at today's date, we're going to project up to 90 working days. We're going to look at March of next year, okay? There's the goal. Now, programs. Let's say it's in a coaching program. I like to help people and coach them all the time, and I call it auto income. I didn't know any better. I basically am creating income, and I wanted money to come in. I didn't think about passive income, residual income. I just needed auto friggin' income. And that's what I did when I did my payphones, my laundromats for dry cleaning, storage units. I just wanted money coming in. So I named it auto income. So it's like the coaching process. If you're in a coaching with me personally, that means your case file's on my desk. We look at it every 5 days while I get your butt on the phone. Then I get to tell you what to do. Is that okay? Next thing is next year, 2025, all the coaching will be done for my, so again, the newbies will be with the senior and junior coaches. And I'm training them now anyway. Okay. You must have a goal, right? You have a goal list? You have a goal list, right? A checklist or something? Okay. I believe the first thing you have to look at is income. So I'm going to focus on income, and the goal should be 10,000, 50, 100,000. Now, by the way, this is a monthly income. Okay. I believe when I wrote down financial freedom, cash flow, free up your income in my book, page 6, paragraph 3, 49 years ago, that's the way I designed it for me. So you can do the same thing for you. Okay. Let's say tonight you want to make some money. Go drive an Uber, drive a Lyft, have a garage sale, do something. How about you refer some people to me? If you refer somebody while we're doing the webinar, we pay 20%. After the webinar, we give you 10%. So it's a now, or put it off, get a little less. See, I'm always looking at time, rules, and tools. That's what makes sense. I want you to put yourself in check. Now, you might not like what I say, but I'm going to tell you the truth. All right? Your life is responsible. You're responsible for you. God gave you rules and tools, and it's up to you to follow through. Me, I'm going to look in the mirror every time. I put myself in check. I didn't get a mommy and a daddy to help me. So what I had to do is look in the mirror and figure it out myself. That was me. So what did I do every day? I look in the mirror. See, you have a routine. I bet you get up the same time every day. You have the same boring routine, and I think you're boring as hell. Did I say that out loud? I think you got to mix it up a little. Okay, that's the ultimate goal, but that's just my opinion for you. So let's think. Today, did you do anything yesterday or today or tomorrow going to be any different? See, I want you to get up an hour earlier every day to find me time. I want you to think about opportunity to make money. Do you get the list for repo? It comes out Monday, 6/12, Pacific Standard Time. Car, boat, house, apartment complex, duplex. Do you get the probate list? Divorce list, bankruptcy list? How about wholesale list? If we take a corporation today, and we have a corporation should never do business. If a corporation does business, you create a liability, they sue it, they sue you. That makes you a duck and a sheep. If the corporation's management has entities, maybe it's a storage unit, an apartment complex, something, and we position it right, the foundation, remember that? We build up to $100,000 to $1 million of credit, supply and vendor credit, and that's the goal. If you work your tail off, you can have about a $10 million company. Now, you're going to get knocked down, and be careful you don't get ripped off too. The goal is don't think, just do. That would be my goal for you as we do this. So let's understand. I've always liked boring and steady, and that's how I can explain it from me to you. Boring and steady. Okay, take a picture of this, please. I started buying storage units with my ex-father-in-law, Dr. Robert Soltis, when I was 19. Okay, dry cleaning, laundromats, Wendy's, franchise. I wrote books on all this stuff. Parking structures, EV charging stations, car wash, real estate under divisions, the line of defense. I believe every division should be known as a bucket of money. And I believe your income should be $100,000 a month minimum. Why? Because that's only $1.2 million. IRS is $5 million below a small company. I'd like you to take a time today and drive around your city. All right. I don't want you to be the driver. I want you to be the passenger. I want someone to drive you around because you can pay attention, because when you drive, you kind of have tunnel vision. Look at all the things in every busy street. I'd like to help you go buy it all. That's right, in your own city. I'd like you to buy the laundromat that's every 6 miles, storage unit, apartment complex, gas station. But I want to buy them under a division. So somebody owns these. Why the hell don't you? There's the ultimate goal. All right, so understand, it's boring, it's making money, and we don't care because the reality is we're the bank. That's the goal. Now let's pretend today, you look at Google later today, $100,000 house below brand new. Okay, you got about 15 states. If we take the corporation with the division and we build, let's say, a line of credit to Wells Fargo for 150, okay, up to 150. Maybe they give you 50, maybe they give you 25, whatever. The goal is to get something on a line of credit. Remember, borrow money is not taxable, and it's corporate credit. We can write off the interest rate in the credit card, so it's kind of like free money. Get as much as you can per corporate in each division. A division can buy property as a first-time buyer program, and literally you can put $5,000 down. We're going to use what? OPM, which I created in '74. Wow, OPM. Now we start getting 10,000, 100,000 a month. Is that okay? How would we go to another state? We go to another state, another state, another state. Do the same thing. You have real estate offices in every state that will manage your properties for you. So now let's say we did dry cleaning. You found 2. If I give you a broker's list where you work your tail off and look at each one, it's available in your state and other states too. Will you do your research? Now, here's dry cleaning, no problem. Okay. So I got a client, 3 locations, 63,000 a month. Is that okay? Each location making money, managed by third party. How about a laundromat? Like there's a bunch of employees? Hell, there's not. They're all maintained from vendors and suppliers, and maintained through cameras too. Wow. So again, third party employees. Okay. So about 30,000 a month. Is that good? Well, then we do it again and again and again. So let's say we did storage units. Those are my favorite. Why? Because the employees are third party. You're an investor. You're the bank. Been doing this since I was 19 friggin' years old. It's fun. How about a Jack in the Box? How about a gas station? All right. You don't see the owner anywhere, do you? How about EV charging stations? California says we're $1 million short. So why don't we invest into the EV charging stations they're doing in California? All right. Why not? Again, how about we get all the goodies? Now, I've been basically locating these things for myself for years. I decided to help people kind of do the broker's list to do it themselves, find it, help them close an escrow, and sometimes I'll do it for them too. So either way, our goal is what? Let's find one that's for sale by what? All right, seller finance. Or let's look at different types of loans we can get, like SBA. Okay, so we can play this game to win. All right, again, these are the things we want to target. That would be the goal, especially if you're in one of my specialty classes or coaching or a private group doing Millionaire, all right, in the making too. All right, so again, it's an opportunity. Now, I believe, and this, don't take it personally, all right, you're 45 to 70 years old, you're disappointed, you played it safe, you never took a chance. When a division rolls the dice and takes a chance, the division is the duck and the sheep, not the corporate, not you. That was the whole concept behind it for me when I created it for myself. All right, so let's look at something. The average person, and understand this is what I believe, you can say it's right or wrong. I believe you waste $50 every other day. I think you piss it away, by the way. I watch people in the office all the time to go eat lunch and breaks and all this stuff, and I think they eat terrible. But I see $15 of crap in a bag. All right, the reality is that's just the way it works. If you spend $50 every other day, which I believe you do, all right, that's about $700 a month. If I take $50,000 off a credit card, the payment is $612.26. So for the average person, what they piss away, they can actually use and build auto income. Got it so far? Spend about $50,000. So what if you did everything I said to do, and we got $50,000? We got a bunch of credit cards. We did all the pieces, and we go finance the dream. Are you willing to do the work, or are you going to basically want it all done for you? See, lazy doesn't get you where you want to go. All right. Now, here's an apartment complex. Let's say, because this was seller finance. Okay. They wanted to carry the paper. They had it since 1968. They want $3 million. Ah! That's a good example to think about. Now, when you look at an apartment complex, are we using a small business association loan? Are we using 0 to 1%? DSRC loan? Are we looking at basically seller finance? What are we looking to do? Are we looking to put 10% down? So let's say you did this, and this is you did it your way. I think it's silly. Here's our goal. We now have a new loan, one loan at the bank. What I'm going to say is now you have cash flow, and we'll call it residual income of $13,452. I'm going to say you're not done. You're not done. Why you're not done? The tenant can slip, fall, and sue you and screw you up. If you decide to become the bank and do assignment of mortgage and dissect the pieces, which you can do, all right, they can't sue you. You get to sue them if they don't pay. You reverse the liability is the point. And from there, you become the bank, and you can do this for 30 years, getting about $76,800 a month. All right, is that pretty good income? And then raise it up and away. And again, based on what you do. All right. Now let's have Freddie Mac. Just ideas you can think about. This apartment complex. Let's think about, we want to get the apartment complex, and we start looking at DSCR loans. They're out there as well. So all the types I already mentioned, based on, hey, it's a seller finance one. Let's see if we can do that too. So the goal is to figure out, okay, how do we attack the project? Now, first of all, the project has to be a division, because we might screw it up. It might, slip and fall. Somebody might get hurt. Whatever happens, when they sue the division, we're going to throw the sucker away. We're going to protect the corp and the family. So let's understand different ways to become what? The bank. Again, it's up to you. Okay, the ultimate goal. But that's what I'd like you to start thinking about. Now, here's some goodies I obtained. Very simple. Now, my problem when I had this at the night when I was 19, they kept throwing in my face loan to value problem. Loan to value, I said, stop. You telling me no? Hell, I got income coming in. I didn't like the word no. I just realized they're kind of stupid. Like when I grew up, they were kind of stupid. Here's about $500 million of goodies, $500 million. Is that okay? But I separated by division process. So I could have credit reports to do that too. So the ultimate goal, about $500 million, we could play the game to win. So God's gift, the mansion's in the harbor. Okay? My problem is I had properties in all 5 islands in Huntington Harbor. But I got 3 yachts, 2 race boats, a Duffy and Sea-Doos, and they're all over the friggin' place. But I noticed this one house in the corner there, the mansion, they have a U-Dock. Ooh, I need that house. That was my goal. Was it easy? Hell no. Did I finally get it? Hell yes. See, the Duffy had to have the Ray Rose University logo on the side for marketing. Well, I took the CFO to dinner every Friday and Saturday night. By the way, I'm married to her too. Isn't that fun? So guess what we get to do? It takes money to get honey. The $100 million building, the Lamborghini. I like Lamborghinis. Got one as a kid. Helicopters too. So what do we get to do? We get to knock to the point. We can basically stop, get past go, and knock off the crap. Now, I didn't think I was doing anything different. I could just kick the door jam, the basketball hoop, and I just jump up and fly. I always thought I could fly. That was my thing. For about 2 seconds up in the air, go wee. Well, I could. Oh well. So there's me, breaking the world record, hitting my head, having bloody over the mess, all over the place. Now the Guinness Book of Records comes in. The first big thing came out of his big mouth. Where's the wires? Nobody can do that. I kind of got pissed off. These guys over here, this is Carl, this is Carrie over here. I almost kicked him. I jumped up and kicked the damn lights out. There's only 13 feet. Not possible, huh? He finally came back about an hour later going, this building is made out of aluminum. There can't be wires. No duh, dummy. Anyway, so the goal is to accomplish a goal. All right, work your tail off to get the goal. Okay, that's the problem. Half the world's freaking lazy. They can't reach the goal because they're lazy. All right. Now, research after my coma, I found out my grandfather's Richard Bishop. Wow, Coach Bishop. They made a movie after him. And in Roosevelt High, he was the coach. Okay. He won the Olympics in 1932 in Los Angeles. Hell, I think he looks like Al Capone, doesn't he? Oh, well, he didn't give a crap about me either. Okay. So the word no doesn't mean no. It means they don't know how. We get around the no. Now, here's specialty classes. Next year, I have now 10 specialty classes. These are in rotation. I'm online 6 days a week. I got live classes on Friday and Saturday, and you get stuck with me with no excuses. Your only excuse is you're not willing to try or get pushed straight up, because I'm going to drag you up the hill if that's what it takes. But that's just me. So the first thing is, if you're going to partner with me in any type of business, you got to basically stop treading water. Quit playing it safe. Now, here's what you have to have. This is a must-have. Let's write it down. 750 score, I got to get you there. I got to line you up correctly, and you need to pay attention. Corporation with divisions. From there, we need basically, or it's called cash credit, $100,000 to $1 million. Then we need checkbook money. Then from there, we need $100,000 to $1 million of supply and vendor money, because we always need supply and vendor. These are must-have. These are must-haves, and that's what we got to do. All right. If you have a corporation, and if you don't have $100,000 to $1 million of cash credit, let me get it for you. If you don't have a corp, I'll hand you one for free. You pay your filing fee. That's how it works. So the goal would be corporation divisions. You stop bringing the pain home. You put your ducks in a row, and I get to repackage you my way because your way sucks. Is that okay? My way a little bit, okay? Is that all right? All right. So let's understand. I'm going to show you some examples from good, bad, and ugly. Here's Glenn. Glenn lived in his Pinto car for 3 years because his wife left him and broke his heart, lost his job. Well, I guess she just wanted the money and the honey, I guess. I don't know. But what happens is I said, Glenn, you got to man up. Took him to the workshops, push him, push. Brand new house, brand new truck, brand new business doing $1 million a year. Next, we take one of the worst cases. This is Freeway Ricky Dickie Ross, $3 million in credit. From there, Thomas had what? Prison for 26 years. Brand new dump trucks within 6 months. Guess what he got to do? $5 million company. Michael, God rest his soul. You got Arnold. You got presidents of the United States of America. You got Costner. You got Giovanni for Pixar. You got college professor at Biola University. And you got, Steve, who was Superman for Gold's Gym. And we got Cook and Ving, God rest his soul. And I got her a million too. She's got her videos out there as well. I incorporate rich and famous all the time. Lakers, Clippers, Dodgers, Angels. I believe, and you can't take it personally, the biggest mistake is we're going to bring the pain to me and you and hawk her house and be stupid. Is that what you did? See, you should have put a stick in the back of every credit card. A $10,000 credit card, you get to use $2,900. Anything above that, it drops your score. You get stuck, can't get any more. Rules and tools, which I helped develop most of them behind Ken Yarbrough. TW became Experian. The goal should be to never bring the pain home. Got it so far? Again, so what do we look at? All cards basically fluctuate. So let's write it down. All cards but two cards fluctuate. And that's the ultimate goal. So all cards fluctuate. That means anything past 29% rule, they drop your score, can't get any more. I'm the one who created that, teaching Ken Yarbrough a long time ago. The two cards that do not fluctuate are these cards. So let's understand. All right, you're a grown-up, but you used the wrong damn card. Okay, you used the wrong damn card. If you would balance these my way and put these in front and have that 750 score for the rest of your life. See, by learning rules and tools, we can rebuild you and you can quit kind of knock off the crap. See, you did not bother to learn rules and tools, and what did you do? You literally followed ducks and sheep, and that's the sad part of most of it because it's true. So raise rules and tools. That's the goal. Rules and tools. Now, I would like you to think about putting your ducks in a row. That makes sense to me. Now, I set up dashboards in 1987. In 1987, when I'm training Yarbrough to do all kinds of stuff, I did your credit file by an inquiry. A dashboard can set up an instant credit report, Experian, Trends, and Equifax for you or a corporation under a tax ID or Division 2. So again, credit report. See, I don't believe you can get you where you want to go unless you finance it. And how are you going to finance your dream when you're not winning the lottery? You're not getting a raise. How about you have a division of me to get a credit card? How about a house? How about a franchise? That's the goal I want you to think about. Okay. What does it say? I am requesting on the behalf of a corporation, division, subsidiary. Okay. And that's what you're going to look at. From here, it allows SSN or SS4 right here on the bottom. That was the goal as we established it in 87. So building a credit file. And that's what's important for everybody to understand. It's an instant file set up, Experian, Trends, and Equifax, add history, ready to build credit. Again, it takes you up to 18 years plus to build credit. Corporation, it takes 2 years, and a Division 2. So what is our ultimate goal? A division of me. A division of me, so understand that when we look at anything else today, it builds Experian, Trends, and Equifax, and that way you can build credit to corporate divisions as well. Again, you don't have to be a duck and a sheep. If I set up a division of me, okay, in our office, all right, it does it for you. The office is going to charge $19.99. I'm going to give you a 50% discount because you did it during a webinar for $9.99. So that means a division under your corporation, adding the credit reports, history ready to go. And as we daisy chain credit as well. Take a picture of this page so always understand. All right, I love Zelle, now. When the banks literally July 6, 2022 bought Zelle, they all got together to buy Zelle to transfer money. I like that because it's instant. It's basically nice. It's neat. It's easy. But again, that's up to you. There's your Zelle. Now, I need you. I want you to, and I'd like you to. But I want you to set up an IRS account, irs.gov, and I want you to see your tax returns. I need you to see tax returns. And the problem with some people, I don't file taxes. Then you're a damn crook, go to prison. See, you got to understand, what do pay tax? I don't want to, stop. IRS under a 1244, let's get a hold of a form called 1244, allows your corporation and you, anyway. Now, here's the problem. One of the creditors is going to send you a form called 4506T or C. They're going to send you the form, okay? The goal is very simple. Now, didn't matter. I got 3.7 billion in corporate structure in 2009. July 4th, they took people on the yacht, one of the 3 yachts. And July 5th, and look at me, I'm in a damn coma. Okay, that was my oh shit day. So my life got stolen. What am I going to do? Go boo-hoo-hoo? I have to rebuild it. So we're going to plan the problem. We're going to plan the problem because we have to. Okay, we have to. Clients, for instance. I get a client in the program and I tell him to do exactly what I want. He listens, he learns, and he gets to a point he gets about 96,000 a month. But again, he first starts at 26,000. Okay, what does it take? Next step. Next step. What are we going to do again? We're building it up 35,000. Again and again. What are we trying to do? We're trying to gather enough goodies through division process to get to 100,000 a month. And that's where you need to understand. That's what I'd like to help you do as well. Again, our problem is very simple. A bank wants 2 years. If you ask any banker, if you talk to Chase, B of A, Wells Fargo, first thing for a line of credit, 2 years. Corporate division, 2 years. And that's how it has to be. Okay, they want it to be 2 years old. So we have 16 days left. These are working days and this year's over. 16 days and you've ran out of time for a brand new corp, profit or nonprofit, or division process. You ran out of time. Again, that's not on me, it's on you. See, we're getting older, slower. We're not as pretty as used to be. And that's what happens to all of us. So the reality is simple. We cannot waste any time. Foundation is the key to it all. If we build the foundation, we can make next year the greatest year of our lives. Now, here's that again, corporations, illegal what? Person. What do we look at? Now, these are Ray's rules. I believe you should never let a corporation do but 4 things. That's just me. I call this Ray's rules. Buffer tax. No taxes due to your profitable. Corporate credits are write-off interest rate credit card. The car is fleet price. From here, stay at a hotel, get a free buffet. The division is your line of defense. You brought the pain home to you and your family because you allowed yourself to be the duck and the sheep and carry all the liability. A line of defense is a division. They're cheap, multiple functions. Buy at wholesale price. All right, multiple credit reports. Real estate, we separate liability in pieces. We separate what? Liability. If we create a line of defense and we do it my way, we're going to build a corporate umbrella. That follows SSN and SS4. All right, credit reports are SSN, SS4. So we're going to finance the business and get the opportunity that we don't have winning the lottery and not getting a big enough raise, because that's not really happening. So basically understand, if we guarantee something, if we were to guarantee a card, a franchise, a house, or piece of property, I'm going to say you need 2 divisions. One to receive it, one to guarantee it. I'd like you to think about not being a duck and a sheep anymore. I'd like you to think about how I can take a credit card and I can ask 9 more cards. Now, American Express is crazy enough they're going to send you an email saying, would you like 99? That's a little nuts. So if we did this correctly, and every corp or every division got 100,000, okay? Just that. If we did it times 10 times, is that $1 million? You can answer the question. If I took an American Express Gold card or Platinum card, did the same thing, could I create that up to 1 million? I believe a division needs to be what? A bucket of money, its own P&L, and own credit reports. And we never waste an address because we want to get the American dream. That's important to me, so we never bring the pain where? Home. So it's like American Express. Here's the thing. They charge a fee to get the card, no problem. All right, they're going to bill it to you, no problem at all. The Platinum card, $700 expensive, but the points will reimburse you. Gold card, usually that fee $300, and then there's no interest up to the beginning. And if they're done correctly, there's no inquiry. But then we want the 2 for the corp, we want 2 for the personal. Why the personal? Because they don't fluctuate. If I have to have emergency or oh shit day, all right, I'm not going to jack up my personal cards ever. These will be the personal cards I would jack up because that way my score doesn't go down. I believe the world is wrong and I'm right. That's just me. I believe you jacked up the wrong damn card and you backed yourself in a corner. All right, again, that's just my opinion. So as I've been helping people for 49 years, let's think about divisions. If I had 9 divisions and I want those divisions to build credit. Then I want 9 car washes, laundromat, dry cleaner. I need 18. 1 to receive it, 1 to guarantee it. Make sense? If I wanted storage units, I'd probably want about 36 of them. Okay. From there, after the apartment complex, probably 72. Now, remember, if they're filed now, we want them to get to the second year, which is next year. So we're kind of running out of time. So the goal for you is to understand, when I put this in my book 30 years ago, what I was doing for me, here's a corp, 3 divisions, 2 and 1 more. This helped me obtain up to $16 million of cash credit. Every division's an entity. So if we look at divisions, you allow me to do them for you. Add history, create the credit files for you. Okay, that's to go, and then teach you how to daisy chain credit. The next thing from there is very simple. All right, we just got past this weekend, which we had basically a Black Friday and a Cyber Monday. Okay, we're going to call this Green Tuesday. Okay, why? Why not? What the hell? So let's do this. Let's take a picture just for the fun of it today. Okay, each division's $4.99. 3 for $14.97, 10,000 in credit, no credit, $9.99. 9 divisions with 25,000 credit, because usually you want both credit and divisions, right? Why don't we package it 12 with 75,000 in credit, all right, or without the credit? Now, during the broadcast only, that means in the next 20 minutes, okay, if you did it by Zelle only, I'm going to double the number for you, okay? And you'll be able to call the office right away, because there's people in the call centers till 5 o'clock anyway. So this means it's a Zelle. You'll get 6, 18, 24, and that would be the goal. It was, you can call him and say, hey, I'm on the line with Mr. Ray Reynolds. All right, I'm on the broadcast and I want it now. Zelle. If you use a card, the bank charges us 5%. We got to charge you the 5%. 800-254-9506. All right. If we take a division, all right, and we build subdivisions, that's the goal. Okay, pieces and units, and that's what we get to do. Now, there's a couple states that give us states a little different now, because I created this in 85, 86. But we're going to get through the process. Subdivisions. So if we did this correctly, the bottom line is pretty simple as we do this. So the goal would be, let's build divisions and subdivisions, and let's create credit reports that finance the dream. Now, here's my problem. I had a big problem. My problem is I had up to $53 million of credit cards. And my problem was they're shrinking my limits, and I didn't like that. So what did I do? I created a book called Buckets of Money. The second version is I show 2 of my matrix. So here's a matrix. Literally, it took me 18 months to do. I took $4.6 million of credit, all right, 41 divisions. This is in 1998. I created $190,000 a month. When I was creating cash flow fee per time, was in my series, Winning the Game of Business, 49 years ago. So here's what we got. We got $190,000 a month. I didn't really pay attention at the time when I was doing this. I didn't realize after the factoring was done, the notes that I loaned money to literally was $1.1 billion. Aye. So again, we could actually create a matrix. That's where cash flow for per time came from in the first place, by the way, and auto income. Now, as we look at this, let's understand. My next matrix in the book, Buckets of Money, currently, is $16 million of credit. $661,000 a month. That's the goal. Now, if you need, basically want to do things yourself, the do-it-yourself kit, okay? The Millionaire's Founders Kit. By the way, I sold it at the Bonaventure, 32 years, every Wednesday night in Los Angeles, $5,000 a set. If you want a copy, call the office. It's $9.99, $1,000. And then if you did it to me during the webinar, it's half price at $4.99. From there, the real estate system, financial system, Buckets of Money, tax balancing, all kinds of goodies as well. Office is $19.99. Through me, half price is $9.99. If it was a Zelle. That's the ultimate goal. Now, every division should be known as a what? A bucket of money. A bucket of money. That's the goal. So we look at 2025. I want you to focus on 2025. What number would be divided into it 5 times and 4 times? The answer is 5. 25, 5 times. 20, 2,000, 4 times. See, if we look at the numbers are right for you. That means next year, your goal should be $5 million. The Ray Reynolds University, I got established. It was great. I was proud of myself. Then I got to go into coma. Then I had to start over again in front of the whole world and tell my story, which is kind of a little embarrassing. I got my assets kicked. All right, while I was in the coma, they stole my goodies. Came out of that, I was homeless and broke. What do I do? Rebuild myself like I want to do for you. Next year, if you want to play in classes for 90 days, that's level 1, 2 in the specialty class, the office is going to charge you about $3,600. If you did it tonight with me, it's $19.99. Another discount for you. It's a zow, zow, zow. And again, this is pathetic. This is ridiculous, okay? I ate out of a trash can when I was 3 years old. Being used and abused as a kid sucks. I lost my job for the kids. Go drive an Uber or Lyft, have a garage sale. See, you got to realize you got to fight through the pain. This is ridiculous. Now, what did I do? I can just tell you about me. I came out of the coma, 2011. I'm walking around with an oxygen tank. I can't breathe. Ah! Honey, we're homeless. Take me to Mark's place. They own jewelry. Mark out there for you. Okay, no problem. I go with my oxygen tank, leave my wife in the car, be right back. I came back. All right. She says, where's your wedding ring? Where's your Rolex, your bracelet, your necklace? Honey, they're being cleaned. I lied to my wife. I lied to her today. If I got to protect her, that's my job. So what did I do? I took my 3 divisions of me, my 5 closet divisions, and I built $1 million of friggin' credit in 6 weeks, and I bought my wife the next dream house. Your problem is you didn't plan the problem, and then it kicked your ass. Heads. So let's do it my way for a while. Why? Because I think your way sucks. Sorry. That's how I feel. So I need you to write down driver's license, insurance, registration. Insurance, driver's license, and registration. See, I believe the problem you have sometimes is you. You get pulled over by the police officer. You get in a bumpity bump. Okay, and what do? You give a stranger your home address. I think that's kind of stupid. P.O. Box, mail and address, please. The ultimate goal. All right. So make you a money making machine. That's the ultimate goal. So I'd like you to think about OPM money, other people's money when I started that in 74 with me. Supply and vendor credit, $100,000 million. Okay. All right. What if we set up the Dun and Bradstreet and we go get some supply and vendor credit? I like you to take a picture here. Here's our problem. Here's our problem. See, some of you used the wrong damn card. You backed yourself in a freaking corner. I got to rebuild you my way because your way. What? So again, this is supply credit under a corporation, and you can get up to about $50,000. Will that help you balance your debt over here? So sales, Amazon, eBay. Maybe you want to sell some products there too. So here's the thing I'd think about. All right, personal business credit. I would like to build you 100,000 of personal credit. I'd like to do that. 100,000. Okay, that means 100,000 of personal credit. That's about 8 to 10 cards. 29% utilization. That means you use 71,000 for safety. And then what do? You put gold and platinum cards in front. That's the ultimate goal. Next, 100,000 of corporate credit. Okay, and think about why don't we get the money to get the honey? Because right now you've been doing all on you. So let's repackage you my way. Let's go get the Spark card, the unlimited one up to 100,000, and the 2 of 30,000 sisters cards. What if we get all 3 of those? That's 160. What if we times that by 9 divisions? Would that be okay? How about we get basically B of A? How about we turn around and we get Wells Fargo? Okay. How about we turn around and get Chase? Okay. How about we get American Express? So if we did this correctly, and each division is a profit center, bucket of money, and we have 9 locations of something, should we build more credit? Now at that point, what we need to do is go to the bank. The bank, their requirement is going to be very simple. All right, they're going to ask how old is the corporation or division? 2 years. Okay, have a seat. They'll give you up to 150 with no tax returns. Again, I don't care if we get 50, 100, 150. We're trying to get something called basically, and I call it checkbook money. Checkbook money is where they put the money in the checkbook or the debit card right to you. And that's the ultimate goal. Now, this could end up being up to 5.4 million. Divisions, listen carefully, justify the projection of $1 million in sales. So we need to set up the projection and the business plan too. I told you there's 1,000 steps to rules, tools. So the millionaire maker could be you. This means if we did it my way for a while, because right now your way didn't work, 100%, what do we get to do? We get to play the game to win. Okay. Now, let's say I position American Express card. American Express, I get personal business simultaneously. But the fee, so we might space them out a little bit. Would you like division cards or employee cards? There's a platinum card, which actually is the gateway for the blueprint loan. How about we get the gold card? Do the same thing. So all applications for about 16 years now, on all business cash applications, now have the division process on them. Isn't that good? So we can build more credit. All right. Now, again, I said American Express offers 99 more. That's kind of nuts. Division authorized use. They send the email to you. Too many. Now, we want to go after 4 cards, but let's position it correctly. Because with the fees, we want the points to end up paying the fee. It makes sense. Timing is great. So again, what do we look at? Now, let's think the division. Let's think American Express, they're going to give you a personal line of credit. Okay, we like that. Not bad. Then they're going to basically give the corporation, they give you a blueprint loan. Not bad as well. So if we position correctly and we learn to leverage money, reference 3 times 5, that's where the bank wants to give you more money, $1,000 to $75,000, no problem. That's the ultimate goal. My thought has always been what I've always done for me. We use borrow money, all right, to buy the lifetime income, because where else are you going to get it from? Lifetime income, in my opinion, should be real estate franchise. That way it's going on and on almost forever. And you build a legacy. That'd be up to you if you want to do that too. All right, so here's the things you want to target, because that's what I've always targeted for me. It makes sense to me. But again, you can do what you want. I just want to help guide you if you want to do it my way a little bit. From here, let's say $100,000 credit tonight. Well, we usually charge 10% to build it up and away. No problem. So then it's about, tonight. If you did it tonight, you get a 50% discount if it was done now. All right, that's 100,000. From there, we look at the 50. It's usually 5,000. The discount is to $29.99. Then you can have us, we can build it up for you in the corporation and divisions too. 25,000 in credit, $24.99. If you wanted to start there, it's $14.99. It's kind of a giveaway to get your feet wet with me. It's a Zell. Keep that in mind. Now, make you a money making machine. The goal is, I like auto income. I created that. Makes sense to me. I just want money coming in. Made sense because I need to pay the bills. So it's like if you invest in something that I'm trying to do. Okay, could be the $1 million, $100 million building or Lamborghini. All right, I got this restaurant thing idea years ago because I want to be Starbucks competition. Nah, I want to do better. All right, I don't think their food's very good, in my opinion. So empanadas, arepas, and Colombian coffees and all kinds of stuff. So I got a project you might want to play with me. So here's what happens. We did a little pop-up, made about 100 grand. Want to see if it'll work. Okay, no problem. From there, we got locations as well. So this kind of project like this, if we work together on it, you invest a little bit of money, we work our tails off, see what we can do. Investments anywhere from $5,000, $10,000, 50 grand. All right, a lot of times people take off a damn card. Why? Simple. Because they get to finance the dream. From here, they get an income, usually a monthly payout, a couple $1,000. All right, it's about $8,500. And they own a piece of a location. So they become an investor. They become the bank. Borrow money is not taxable. Okay, maybe we do that. Credit card is Zell. So that's the ultimate goal. First payout would be next year if you played in that game. Just give you some opportunities. Think about it. If we take a division, all right, of a corporation, all right, and we want to split it, we have the ability to share and we can partner up to do something, which means very simple. If you're going to be 4A, I'm going to be 4, all right, itself 4, and that's where we can share a piece. See, the problem people want to do is give stock across the board. I don't like that. I like the division. We can share the piece in the location, which means very simple. All right, you can get 5 to 20% of a location. I'll get 75. We'll have some fun. All right, I'll bring you some money on a monthly basis. You leave me alone. I do my job. Guess what? Unless you want me to buy you out at any given time. That's how I made millionaires and billionaires since 1998. So that opportunity would be like a Zell. All right. If you never ever want to use a card, you can email me or call the office. Either way, the goal is to finance the dream. Now, your time, I believe, is priceless. I don't believe you give yourself free time. I would recommend get up an hour earlier every day, find some me time. I would recommend these type of businesses. But again, it's up to you. Just what I do for me, do for you. From there, drive around the city. Let's buy at the city. Let's buy a location. Let's do something, please, under a division process. That's the goal. So it's like coaching programs. If you're in coaching, you're stuck with me. Your case file's on my desk. We analyze it and we're on the phone every 5 days or every other week. From there, new coaches next year are junior and seniors. From there, if you're in my program now, you're stuck with me. If you want to continue with me, you get to. If you're not with me next year in January, then you get to junior and senior coaches. Now, I'd like to take time on the phone with you for an hour. I'd like to do a blueprint call, but I want your partner of life with you. I want us all on the same page. I don't believe I can get you to millionaire status until I blueprint you. That means past, present, and future. Tax lien, bankruptcy, any problem, Chase or American Express. Okay, family. Family we've got to protect. Corporation, divisions. From there, irrevocable trusts, planning to die. We have to plan to live, we've got to plan to die. Car, division, house, trust, auto income, cash flow fee per time. If you and I are on the phone with your partner of life for up to about an hour's time, the office is going to charge you $9.99. Very simple, but we're going to map you out. That's the blueprint call. To me, I believe it's priceless. From there, again, I want boring business. I always took about $40,000 off of a card to get a laundromat, dry cleaner, car wash. I always wanted a storage unit up to $100,000 or more. Apartment complex, $250. Again, I'm looking for what I call boring and steady, or basically just a boring business, creating an income. Income is more important than being rich. So what we look at, become an investor. Don't own it. No, own it, but don't run it. Got it? Let's own the piece. Auto income. From there, these type of locations, I want it in your brain. That's the target we want to go after. That's the target every step of the way, okay? So let's say you wanted to play with me a little bit in 6 weeks. 6 weeks coaching is very simple. We're going to blueprint you. We're going to make sure you get basically 25,000 more credit. All right. We're going to put you in classes, expedited rapid rescores, and we're going to make sure you learn the rules and tools. And you hear it a million times. You drain it in here. Everything you do should be habit forming. When we bill this out in pieces, it's $11,596. If you bought it together tonight at $49.99, $5,000, then you're going to get all those pieces with you. From there, it's a Zell, simple thing to do. From there, you can call the office now. They'll on to the same price too. 800-254-9506, and 5% more if you basically want to use a card. All right. Now, if you're wanting the locations, I'm going to say 3, 6, or 12 months. Is it easy? This is not easy. I don't have a magic wand. I tell people they're going to work their tail off. But again, if we look at it 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months, the goal is to fight to get the keys of something. $10,000, $100,000. That would be the ultimate goal. So if we did this correctly, we have to analyze you every 5 days, classes all the time, go as many as you can, weekly calls, and a rapid rescore to push your score up, and away. That's the ultimate goal. So if we did this correctly, what do we get to do? All right, we're going to use projections, limits, increase limits in cards, phone calls, daisy chain credit, and we want to make sure we keep pushing up, and away. And that's the goal. From there, if you wanted a 3 months program, it's $8,000 right now. All right, it's going to go up in January anyway. All right, I've been told by Brandy, my floor supervisor, we're selling ourselves too short. Let's get taller. I always want to be taller anyway. Anyway, 3 months, $8,000, and then I always give an extra bonus, $100,000 of credit. From there, it's very simple. If you wanted 6 months, it's $15,000. All right, and then I give you an extra $150,000 of credit. We build it up, and away. Next thing we got to look at is this. All right, if you wanted 12 months, it's $30,000 right now. And what happens? You get $300,000 of credit. The goal is to build it. Is it easy? No. Are you going to work your tail off? Yes. Am I going to work my tail off for you? Yes. Now, if you're in coaching right now, if you want to guarantee me as your coach now and next year, you'd have to extend your coaching. So take a picture if you're in it right now. This would extend you. These are every other week. Okay. Or you basically, if you want it weekly, you just cut the time in half. That's all you got to do. From there with no credit, the bottom line is here you go with no credit. Same thing applies again. It's a weekly or bi-weekly call. It's a Zell opportunity. Once again, the offices, we got call center going till about another 30 minutes too. Call it right away. Now, here's the thing that happens. Okay, if you're going to get into coaching someone else, I want your mind to think about a $5 million company, because that's what the IRS says, 5 million below small company. Let's think about 5 million next year. All right, remember 2025? The numbers all match, don't they? That's kind of nice. Sometimes people, I build them too much credit and they want to basically get an income. This is what I did to create cash flow fee per time. I loaned out money and I got an income on a monthly base. We have brokers we work with. They charge $2,000 to get it set up, and they'll do 4 what I call bridge loans. And then every 4, the 5th one, you got to get to $2,000 fee again. So let's say we put 5,000 in what I call a bucket of money, and we use a card. No problem. We're going to get you about $809 to $900 a month. All right, that's about 12 months. It kind of doubles the money is what it does. Helps maintain the card and gives you an income. We look at 10,000, 25,000 as well. So how I created cash flow fee per time, because I was loaning that money saving my cards. Kind of made sense, huh? So keep in mind, boring and steady, please. All right, these are the ones I want you to focus on. That's why I always say take a picture. And I want you to understand, if you need help, I'll help you do it as well. We'll try to find locations as well. As we expand our organization back after pandemic and all the crazy stuff I had to go through, we're setting up this whole franchise department, all kinds of stuff in our new building. We're going to have all kinds of fun come next year. From here, locations. If I find a location, I charge you $25,000. If you're in coaching, I usually discount it to about 5. Sometimes locations cost 50 grand. But again, I don't hide the fee because I'm going to get you the keys. And we're going to do now. Again, it decides what you want to do. The goal is I can do it with you, for you, or anything else, and you can get the broker's list and look for yourself too. The ultimate goal, if we share a division, all right, that means you want a piece. This means you can get 75% of a piece. I get 25. Either way, we're going to work it out each time what makes sense and what's profitable for both of us. I've been doing that since 98, by the way. Okay, and that was kind of fun. And 87 is my first one. And I get millionaires and billionaires. Kind of fun. See, sometimes you got good people who want to basically work together and just create an income. I like that. They have a common ground. It's a Zell. Call the office right away too. Simple. So the next thing is, let's think. They're basically like Chase. Chase starts at 10,000 to 250. Again, based on if you got tax returns, not what position we go after. $250,000 line of credit. I would tell you, cash credit, we look at positioning that correctly. Now, if it was a blueprint type of loan, we position that right. All right, if we partner up together, if we do it right, we can use my accounts, my tax returns to build a blueprint loan. If not, we just help you get your checkbook money. Either way, they both work. But the ultimate goal is that if you want to partner up with me. From here, I like the fact that American Express has something called Blueprint. Kind of matches what I created since I was a kid. So if I did a Blueprint loan with you, I charge you $5,000 up front, set it all up. But then in the back end, when I get it up to $250, whatever we get, you owe 10%. Is that fair? You can pay on the back end of that too when I set it all up for you. But again, it's up to you as well. So again, $250. I've had clients actually use that and bridge loan it out and leverage it to $55,000 a month. Kind of crazy, huh? So the Blueprint loan for American Express is the gateway through the Platinum card. So if you have a Platinum, just log in your Platinum card, look at it. It says Blueprint. I wouldn't go after it until I have 100,000 in and out on a monthly base. That would be the ultimate goal. But you can do it all you want. But again, they usually want to see movable money up to 100,000 a month to get to the 250. Numbers make sense. Each division, by the way, each division can multiply up to about $2.5 million of credit. So never quit building corporate credit. That would be the ultimate goal. So if I was to do the Blueprint, line it up for you, remember the setup fee is about $5 grand, and then in the back end, you're going to pay about 10%. All right, whatever credit I get, help to the 250. And that would be the goal. So it's a Zell situation. So understand, office, there's people there now. Now, remember in the beginning today, what did I tell you to do? I wanted you to compare corporate subsidiaries, that's bank and location, branch number, grocery store and city, they bankrupt pieces. Your corporation, 3 divisions of you, having a backup and a backup, because you're allowed to do this. But again, it's your choice. I would rather have the division be the deck and the sheep, not the corp in my family. That's what makes sense to me. But again, the goal is to stop bringing the pain home, become a certified CFO, and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Look behind that curtain every time. That's the ultimate goal. For me, I'm a pastor, by the way. I'm licensed in California, but I'm a sinner, and I say what I say, and I got to ask God to forgive me every day. All right, but I'm going to do my best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And that's how I look at it. He gave me a gift to help people. So right now, I would tell you to call the office at 800-254-9506. If you want to play, be a partner in anything, I want to make sure you have a full picture, every rule and tool and steps that we talk about. Because I don't want any surprises at all. I want you to play the game, but I want you to win.